What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Welcome back here today to a reaction video to the Athletics top 100 players in the NBA rankings. So, this was created by, I believe, Seth Partnow. Yeah, it was created by Seth Partnow. It's the top 125 players, actually. And I know he did it by tiers. So, there's no, individual rankings. So, what I'm going to do is just kind of scroll down here to their 5A, and then we'll go through it here. I can't even exit out of this top thing. But yeah, if you guys enjoy these type of videos, don't forget to drop a thumbs up. Also, if you don't have an athletic subscription, I'm kind of helping you out. But like always, I'll leave a link to the article in the description below. So we got a lot of names here in 5A. So it's probably going to be the biggest tier, one of the biggest tiers. They do an alphabetical order, and this is probably the proper way to do a ranking without pissing everybody off. Because if you did a strict 125 to 1, someone's going to have a problem with something. So this is probably the most efficient way to do it. So I don't know. I can't really complain about 5A until I know who's in 5B or 4 or 3. So we have Aaron Gordon, Al Horford, Andre Drummond, Andrew Wiggins, Aaron Baines. Okay, so these players are all in the same tier. I'm sure you could put them above each other. You also have Blake Griffin, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Brandon Clark, Buddy Hield, Christian Wood. Clint Capella, Daniel Tice, Daniel House, Davis Bertans, DeAndre Ayton, DeJounte Murray, Dennis Schroeder, Derek White, Devontae Graham, Duncan Robinson, Eric Gordon, Evan Fournier, Gary Harris, George Hill, Vita Zubats, Jay Crowder, Jared Allen, Jeremy Grant, Jonas Valanciunas, Jonathan Isaac, Josh Richardson, KCP, okay, Kevin Love, Luke Kennard, Marcus Sol, Maxi Kleba, Miles, I'm going to say, well, I don't know. I'm going to guess that's Mikal Bridges. Mitchell Robinson, Paul Millsap, Royce O'Neal, Serge Ibaka, Seth Curry, Steven Adams, TJ Warren, Tim Hardaway, and Tower Hero. So, interesting that we have, KCP in the same tier as, Aaron Gordon, Al Horford, Clint Capella, DeJounte Murray, Dennis Schroeder, Evan Fournier, Jonathan Isaac. So, that's intriguing to say the least. I don't know if I would put him in the same tier. I believe that is Mikal Bridges. I don't think Miles Bridges would be higher than these players, so I'm going to guess that is Mikal Bridges. But if Mikal Bridges is up there, then this is obviously Miles Bridges. Tower Hero in there, and Brandon Clark, a couple rookies from this season. I'm guessing we'll see 2 other rookies in Ja Morant and Zion Williamson. I don't think RJ Barrett will be in the tier above these guys if he's not here, which is interesting that RJ Barrett isn't here, because I think RJ Barrett would be better than KCP. Obviously, they go into depth, because Seth Partnow was their main analytics guy on why. So if you want to know the reason for some of these guys being in here, go check out his article. I'm just, RJ Barrett is just somebody that pops in my mind because I doubt RJ Barrett's going to be above these guys. So it's intriguing to see that RJ Barrett is not as good as KCP. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Interesting take. But, all right. So let's get into 5B here, or 4A and 4B. Okay, so there's 2 tiers here. So 4B, you got Bojan Bogdanovic, Karis LeVert, D'Lo, Eric Bledsoe, JJ Redick, Triple J, Joe Harris. Okay, obviously valuing his shooting. John Collins, Woo Will, Mike Conley. Wow. Okay, I did not expect to see Mike Conley here. Montrezl Harrell, Miles Turner, OG Anunoby, Otto Porter, Patrick Beverly, Ricky Rubio, and Spencer Dinwiddie, and also Zach LaVine. So, let me, do that so we don't kind of spoil the 4A. So, these players are better than these players, which I don't know if I agree that Mike Conley is currently better than Jonathan Isaac, or Mike Conley, I don't mean to do that, Mike Conley is currently better than Aaron Gordon, or Mike Conley is currently even better than Dennis Schroeder. So, that's interesting. I'm trying to think, I would definitely put all these guys above there. You might say Joe Harris might be high, but I think for what his role is, he does it so well. I think he deserves to be in here. I'm surprised to see Otto Porter in here after not playing for a full year. Even Ricky Rubio in 4B. I feel like Ricky Rubio would be in a 5A type guy. So that is 4B. I don't have anything. The only reason, or the only players I wouldn't have in 4B would probably be Mike Conley and maybe Otto Porter. But no, I think I'm fine with Otto Porter because I think he's a very efficient scorer and efficient player. So I would just say Mike Conley after this season, I would probably have him in 5A. So that's where I would have Mike Conley. So let's go up to 4A. So these players are better than these players. So we got Brandon Ingram, Brook Lopez, CJ McCollum, Danilo Gallinari, Danny Green, De'Aaron Fox, DeMar DeRozan, Derrick Rose, Domantas Sabonis. I'm surprised DeRozan's that high. I feel like for his analytical approach, DeRozan would not be high. Goran Dragic, Gordon Hayward, Fred VanVleet, Joe Ingles, John Wall, Yusuf Nurkic, LaMarcus Aldridge, Malcolm Brogdon, Marcus Smart, Nikola Vucevic, PJ Tucker, Robert Covington, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tobias Harris, and Victor Oladipo. So, I'm surprised to see DeRozan up there. I'm surprised to see Danny Green, because I think personally, fitting a team, I mean, obviously Joe Harris is probably a better shooter than Danny Green, but Danny Green's a better defender. I don't know. I'd probably say Spencer Dinwiddie's better than Danny Green. Or maybe Zach LaVine's better than Danny Green. But I get why you would have Danny Green over Zach LaVine, because you're not paying Danny Green 20-something mil a year. Well, I mean, he's getting paid 14 mil a year. But Danny Green is more of a situational guy, and if he excels in that situational role, it makes you a good player. And it makes it where you don't have to build around your team. Because obviously, you'd probably, if you're building a team, you might rather have Danny Green, maybe not on his 14 mil contract, but maybe making 10 mil a year, then having to build around Zach LaVine, who you will have to max out, and he will have to get a lot of the touches, but he may not be if he's getting a max contract, he may not be a top 2 guy on a championship team, so that might be hard to do. So I get that reasoning 100%. I'm surprised to see Oladipo here, just after the injury. PJ Tucker, respecting his defense, I like to see that. Rocco as well. Marcus Aldridge up there. Okay, gotcha. I'm surprised to see Vucevic and D'Lo in different tiers, because I think they're both similar players in the fact that they're better offensive players than defensive players. I don't think that they can propel their teams to being an elite team regardless. Both of them have been #1 options on their teams going to the playoffs. The Magic, the last 2 years, they were in the playoffs in 2019. Yeah, Magic the last 2 years, and the Nets 2 years ago as well for D'Lo. So I'm surprised to see Vucevic ahead of D'Lo. So, all right. I mean, Wall, obviously the injury. Seeing Joe Ingles up there, but maybe no OG Anunoby. But I guess Ingles, yeah, better passer, better probably playmaker at this current moment. All right, so we're probably going to get to some juicy stuff going up. So let's go up to the next tier. We got 3C. So we got Ja Morant, Jaylen Brown, Klay Thompson, Kristaps Porzingis, Russell Westbrook, Trae Young, and Zion Williamson. Do I feel like any of these players are better than any of those players? I mean, you could make an argument that Brandon Ingram is better than Ja Morant. I think that is, maybe Brandon Ingram should be in this tier with Jaylen Brown. Because you can make an argument that Brandon Ingram is better than Jaylen Brown. So I think that is the case. I don't think any of these players here are better than those players here. No. I mean, you could probably make a case for Zion not being there, and Zion should be in 4A just for now. But what we've seen in Zion's career, he's been really freaking good, obviously. So I'm okay with Zion there. I think my only gripe is probably having Jaylen Brown in there. Or Ja. Like, I mean, Klay we haven't seen for a year. Kristaps in there, but Kristaps is, I think, maybe underrated nowadays. But I think if you're going to put Jaylen Brown and Ja Morant in there, I think we should see Brandon Ingram in there. Maybe even CJ McCollum. Well, I mean, a lot of these guys are two-way players besides Trae Young and Zion, but they do they play offense so well, so I get why they're there. Probably a little bit better than CJ McCollum, but maybe CJ should be in there. Maybe Brandon Ingram should be in there. Fox, I'm okay with being in here. Yeah, I guess I would just have Brandon Ingram and maybe CJ McCollum in the tier above. All right, so let's move up to 3B. And there's a 3A. So 3B, we have Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, Draymond Green, Kyrie Irving, and Pascal Siakam. Whoa, okay, so Draymond Green is still up there. I know a lot of you guys are going to hate that. So, okay, I think I would have Draymond Green in probably the 4A or 3C. Maybe the 3C. I don't think I would have Draymond Green in the same category as like Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and Donovan Mitchell. I'm surprised to see Booker, Mitchell, and Beal all above Klay Thompson because I feel like maybe if you actually I'm taking this because I didn't actually read the full article, so I apologize if he says that's the only reason Klay's there is because of the injury. He would normally be up there, so I apologize. So that's something I would maybe have Klay in that tier. And that's it. I'm okay with Russ. But I think if you're going to have Booker, I think if you're going to have Draymond in 3B, you should have Russell Westbrook in 3B. Yeah. So I would probably put up Russ and Klay into that tier. Maybe think about bringing down Draymond. But I think I'm cool with Kyrie and Siakam. So, all right. I think those are my gripes so far. But then there is a 3A where we have Bam Adebayo, Ben Simmons. So he's got Ben Simmons in a higher tier than Kyrie Irving and Russell Westbrook. Okay, that's a discussion. I might tweet about that in a poll. Who's the best out of these three and put Kyrie, Russ, and Ben Simmons in there. That'd be interesting. Bam Adebayo also in there. Okay, I messed with that. Jamal Murray in there. So Jamal Murray in front of Russ, in front of Trae, in front of Kyrie Irving. Whoa, I disagree with that. I know he did great playoffs. I think he could be in 3C. But whoa. Kemba in front of Kyrie. Whoa. Karl-Anthony Towns, Chris Middleton, and Kyle Lowry. Wow. So he's got Kyle Lowry, Kemba Walker, and Ben Simmons being better than Kyrie Irving and Russell Westbrook. I can get Russ. Kyrie, I mean, I'm not like a big Kyrie guy, but I feel like Kyrie should be in there. All right. Interesting. I like the Drew respect, though, and the Drew and Middleton respect. Ben Simmons also in there as well. So here we go. We got the 2C. We have Chris Paul, Jason Tatum, Paul George, and Rudy Gobert. All right. So, okay. So, I'm cool with Paul George. I know a lot of people are going to hate on Paul George being in there, but I think he belongs in there. Same with Rudy Gobert, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. Chris Paul, I'm fine with. But Jason Tatum might be a little high. I think I would have Jason Tatum in 3A. I don't know, though. I don't know. Okay, you know what? I'm okay with that 2C. I think I'm okay with that 2C. There's really nothing to really get that mad about. 2B, we got Lillard, Butler, and Embiid. Cool with that, actually. So he's got Jokic in a tier above Joel Embiid. And then 2A is AD, Luka, and Nikola Jokic. So yeah, he's got Luka, he's got Jokic in front of Embiid in a whole different tier. That's intriguing because people lump them together. AD in 2A, not in the 1. So he's going to have, I guess, I will get to it in a minute, but I'm surprised AD's in 2A because he's got Harden in front of AD. Wow, okay. He's got Harden in front of AD. I'm cool with the 2A. I'm cool with, I think all those 3 players are better than everybody we've mentioned so far. But I don't know if I agree with having AD in front of Harden. I don't know after this playoff run. So, all right, we can just go up here. So 1B is KD and Curry. And then he has Harden in 1A. I think 1A should be Giannis, Kawhi, and LeBron. KD because of the injury, I don't know. I think that's why I would put him in 1B. But I think 1B should be Steph and AD. Or you can even put Steph in 1A and then have 1B being KD and AD and Harden. I think that's what I would do. I think I would put AD to 1B, and I would drop Harden down to 1B. And then maybe move Steph into 1A. Because we don't know about the KD injury. But wow, I'm surprised he put Harden in 1A over KD, Curry, and AD. I disagree, but that was super fun to react to. There's a lot to unpack there. 125 players. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, what you disagreed with, or what you agree with. Did you disagree with anything I said, or did you agree with anything I said? But wow, all right. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if you guys did enjoy. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.